Once upon a time, in the heart of the ancient world, lay the bustling city of Rome. Known as the Eternal City, Rome was a place where history, mythology, and reality intertwined seamlessly. The city's grand architecture, rich culture, and the spirit of its people created a vibrant tapestry that drew visitors from far and wide. In the midst of this historical marvel, there lived a young boy named Marcus. Marcus was the son of a humble blacksmith who lived in a modest home near the Colosseum. From a young age, Marcus was captivated by the stories his father would tell him about the great gladiators, the cunning emperors, and the powerful gods who once walked the streets of Rome. Every morning, Marcus would help his father in the blacksmith's shop, forging tools and weapons for the townsfolk and the soldiers. Despite his young age, Marcus had a natural talent for working with metal, and his father often praised him for his skill and dedication. Yet, Marcus's heart yearned for adventure beyond the anvil and forge. One day, while delivering a newly crafted sword to a centurion, Marcus overheard a conversation about an upcoming event at the Circus Maximus. It was to be a grand chariot race, with participants coming from distant lands to compete for glory. The idea of the race excited Marcus, and he decided he had to witness it for himself. On the day of the race, Marcus slipped away from his duties and made his way to the Circus Maximus. The massive arena was filled with cheering crowds, and the air was thick with anticipation. Marcus found a spot among the spectators and watched in awe as the chariots thundered around the track. The skill and speed of the charioteers were mesmerizing, and for a moment, Marcus imagined himself standing among them, racing towards victory. After the race, as Marcus wandered through the streets of Rome, he came across an elderly man struggling to carry a heavy bag. Marcus, ever helpful, offered his assistance. The old man, grateful for the help, introduced himself as Lucius, a retired historian who once served in the emperor's court. Impressed by Marcus's curiosity and knowledge of Rome's history, Lucius took him under his wing. He began to teach Marcus about the rich tapestry of Rome's past, from the founding myth of Romulus and Remus to the rise and fall of Julius Caesar. Marcus soaked up the stories like a sponge, his imagination igniting with each tale. Under Lucius's guidance, Marcus learned not just the history, but also the values and virtues that made Rome great: honor, bravery, and the importance of knowledge. He realized that his true calling was not in the forge, but in preserving and sharing the stories of his beloved city. Years passed, and Marcus grew into a learned and respected historian. He continued Lucius's legacy, teaching the young and old about the wonders of Rome. His tales inspired many, reminding them of the greatness that lay in their heritage. Marcus's journey from a blacksmith's apprentice to a revered historian was a testament to the spirit of Rome, a city where dreams were forged in the fires of history, and where anyone, no matter their beginnings, could rise to greatness. And so, the story of Rome lived on, not just in the grand monuments and ancient ruins, but in the hearts and minds of its people, carried forward by storytellers like Marcus, who kept the flame of the Eternal City burning bright.